Hey everybody, it's Ben and Beta here, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my first time using ActiveTrack on my DJI Mini 4 Pro. So we went out this week and we're in the wilderness, did some overlanding, and I took the drone out and I wanted to try ActiveTrack, so I used it both with my vehicle and on myself, just kind of hiking around our campsite. And what I basically found was it works phenomenally well. So you can see here that even with somebody else standing right next to me, I was able to select myself as the point of interest, and I was able to very quickly track myself using the ActiveTrack technology. And so the drone is basically flying itself at this point. And then I started kind of playing around with the ability to move it while I was walking. And this is a great feature. It's obviously a little bit weird because you have to have the controller in your hand while you're doing that, or you have to be tracking somebody else. But you can see in that first move, the drone recognized that there's a tree there and didn't hit it. And I'm doing some pretty wild things. Again, here, it just flew inside. You can see that it detected that with the red line there and flew around me, no problems whatsoever. So pretty impressive, I would say, the first time out tracking a person, no problem whatsoever. And again, you can see that it's flying close to different things as I brought it down pretty low, and then I sent it back up. Basically, I was just trying to test how well it would or wouldn't detect and hit obstacles. This is something I talked about in the review video, that I was a little bit worried about small branches. Would it be able to navigate those? And it did just fine. Was this the most difficult test you could possibly do? No, definitely not. But there were a lot of trees that had no leaves on them. And the drone did a great job of tracking me. And it went exactly where I needed to go. Even if there were trees in the way, it avoided everything. So I was pretty impressed with that. I also tested it with my vehicle. So you can see, once again, really easy to select the vehicle. And then I tracked the vehicle along this trail. Again, there's lots of small branches from the aspen trees that lost all of their leaves, and ActiveTrack had no issues whatsoever staying in the air and not hitting anything. And that was awesome. I did notice there's a little bit of difference between car detection and human detection and kind of what you can and can't do. I'll play around with that more, but this is just an initial impressions at this point. I really went on this trip to spend some time with my friends, not so much to fly the drone, but we did get some pretty amazing footage, and I'll have some of that in another video as well for you to take a look at about this trip. But again, here you can see that the drone is doing a fantastic job of avoiding those aspens there on the bottom right, flying over those, and then getting back into position, no problems whatsoever. So my initial impressions of ActiveTrack are very good. I've been super impressed with how this works. So this is very low speed, and the drone didn't have a problem whatsoever keeping up. It was a little bit jerky in some of its camera movements, but overall it worked pretty well. This is a little bit more high speed clip, where we're going along about maybe 15 miles an hour. And I was really worried right here it was gonna hit this tree, and it just went right around, no problems whatsoever. The angles and the views that the drone can get you using ActiveTrack are pretty fantastic. Something you wouldn't be able to get any other way whatsoever. So I was very, very impressed with that. One thing that was kind of difficult in this road was landing and taking off. So I actually did that off the roof of my car. And the takeoff was great, but the landing was a little less fantastic as it slid across the top of my car and then hit the shark fin, but everything was fine in the end. So these are my initial impressions of ActiveTrack. Again, I think it worked really well. I was very impressed by it. I can't wait to try it out more. And if you're looking for something that's going to do active tracking of your subjects as well, I think you're going to really love the Mini 4 Pro. I had no issues this first time out, but I will keep trying this out and I'll let you know how it goes. At some point, I want to use the master shots as well as the waypoint features. That'll come in additional videos in the future. So hopefully you found this helpful. Like, is ActiveTrack good or not? For somebody who's brand new to this, it worked perfectly well. Definitely recommend it. So thanks for watching. Remember, live your life in beta. We'll see you next time.